Hello everyone, it's Sunday night, May 2nd. So as I was saying, as soon as I get back from Connecticut, which is 9:09 p.m. So it's about 2.5, 3 hours to go, 2.5, 3 hours to get back. And I've been going, unfortunately, 3 or 4 times a month on the weekends. So I want to give you guys, the Ultimate Traders, 2 videos. And it's not just for Ultimate Traders, it's for YouTube, anyone else that's watching, but definitely to my Ultimate Traders group. So I have a lot of followers on Reddit now, close to 2,000 followers. In our Ultimate Traders forum, we have roughly 1,200 or so, 1,300, something like that, members. And right now with our elite group, we have approximately 16 members on the elite group. That's elite trading group. So in this first video, I want to discuss how I discovered flowers, how I discovered Nautilus, some things to look for. Because flowers last weekend was under $24, exploded on Thursday after earnings, and now it's 32. It was 24. So while this happened, when earnings came out on Thursday, everyone was hitting me with a message. And this video, actually, I was actually going to wait till my YouTube. I had over 1,000 followers. So we could also thank my buddy, I call him Ninja. His name is Steve. He's part of Elite Traders. I'm very happy to have him. I don't think he minds me calling him Ninja, but he did ask me to post a video on level 2s. Because actually, I'm actually not even normal at regular 2s. Like, I'm beyond an expert. But I want to try to get, something out of it. So if I go over that video. So this is another video, and I'm going to go into more details when I get more followers. But in the meantime, I'll give you some of the basics, how to discover flowers, how to discover Nautilus. Now, Nautilus earnings comes out next Monday. So it's next Monday. What I didn't know that flowers was going to explode. But what I could have told you before was that the fair value was at least 28 before earnings. So all the people with the elite trading group, we actually was trading flowers for weeks. So on the way up, we were trading it. On the way down, we were trading it. So as soon as it dropped below $28, it went into my plays list. And I have a video and post discussing how important it is to have a plays list. So when it dropped below that, we were buying it. It dropped as low as 23. We're still buying it. We were selling it. And we still held on to the ones that were 26. Because I was letting them know that, hey, fair value was 28 before the report. So with the report, who knows what's going to happen. Now with Nautilus, to me, fair value is at least 20. It's 16.75. So on the way down and on the way up, we've been trading it. Unfortunately, myself and a lot of the people on Ultimate Traders and the elite group are still holding it. Even around 1850, I think close to 19. That is a little bit my fault. Actually, it is my fault. But what happens is after I made the call on Nautilus, it was short on March 22nd. So with that, I do take offense to it. I take things personal. If you've been following me for a few months, I had over 80 plays, over 80 different tickers in 60 days. Every single one was profitable at the time of me saying today is a daily play. The only one that wasn't is Nautilus. So Nautilus is personal. Judgment Day is Monday. Judgment Day is Monday. I'm going to let it out to everyone. So going back into this, the way I discover it, and I have a special post from my elite trading group on watchlist. How to create the watchlist, kind of the names you're going to put. But because, like I said, I got at least 10 new members of the elite group, I'm giving you guys a little something of a name of a list and how you put stocks into the list. Now, my elite trading group, a lot of the members of my elite trading group already know this. So I'm actually giving this out to everyone. Hopefully they don't get mad, but don't worry, I'm not going into deep details. I'm talking about this specific list. So what happens, every 3 months is earnings season. Every 3 months is earnings season. I use TD Ameritrade, the streamer. On TD Ameritrade, the app, there's a calendar. A calendar with the earnings report. Now, a lot of people say they want to be a millionaire. They say they want to be successful. I could give you guys the tools, my Ultimate Traders on Reddit. I have posts with all the tools to follow. Whether or not someone's going to go through that and take the steps is something else. But I give you guys the tools and tell you how you could be a millionaire, and you can even do it within 20 years with just $10,000. Because like I said before, I have another post. The very good trader makes approximately 25% of what they put in. So if you put 50,000 in, you could expect to make about $12,500. All right. If you're investing with $100,000, $25,000. An excellent trader, excellent. And there's not too many excellent traders. Makes about 50%. But it doesn't mean that's 1 year, and you can't take the last 9 months because everyone is on fire the last 9 months. So if someone were to tell me in the street they've been trading for over 10 years and they average 50%, I wouldn't believe it. But now you have the tools to be an ultimate trader. An ultimate trader is going to make 50% or more no matter what happens in the market. Okay? Unless it's a world war or it's a new COVID. Because when COVID hit, I was down, I think, 20 to 30%. Because that's different. It doesn't matter if you go defensive or super defensive with dividend stocks. Everything in the market drops. Gold goes up. Because everyone is scared and they just jump into something safe. Aside from that, there's ways we make money in anything. So what I'm trying to say is, if you become an ultimate trader and you have the tools, you will make money no matter what. So getting back into this. So what I do with the calendar, they have earnings reports. I know a lot of people aren't going to believe me. Even people in my league group, I tell them, I don't know whether or not they believe me. So every earnings season with the earnings calendar, I at least read the headlines and read like a news report, just a news report, not the 10 Qs, on 2,000 to 3,000 tickers, anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000. Do you want to be successful? You're going to do that. So what I do, I have the calendar from TD Ameritrade. I'll even show you what it looks like so you guys know. So I'm going to go into my Samsung S20 Ultra so you guys can see what it looks like, so you have an idea. Because I know Fidelity probably has it. E-Trade probably has it. I have different... so let me see if they show in the calendar, because the market's closed. So events and news. So over here they have a market events calendar. So with the markets events calendar, you're not going to see nothing because it's a Sunday, but they're going to have all the tickers with earnings reports. So I actually look through 2,000 to 3,000 different tickers. So if you want to be great, you're going to look through 2,000 to 3,000. So what happens? See these 2,000 or 3,000 tickers. I read just the headlines. So I'm not saying I read 2,000 to 3,000 10 Qs. 10Q comes out every quarter on every earnings report. A 10K is once a year, and it's like 100 to 150 pages. Like, that's a whole thing. I'm not saying you have to read a 10K. But the 10Q is very important. If you pick a ticker, you read the headlines, and now we are ready to put it on a watch list. So what I do is I read the headlines of those tickers that are coming out. I read the headline, but remember, it is very important. When they put headlines, they only mention the important stuff. Now I don't have a lot of followers on YouTube, so I don't like going after any names, but I'm just going to give you an example. I'm just going to go over the facts. So Tesla just had earnings, right? Tesla had earnings. But if you read headlines, it's going to say that Tesla had 10.4 billion in sales, which they did. It's going to say that Tesla made, I think, $600 or $700 million. Incorrect. what you would have to do, because the headlines don't want to say that, is open up a 10Q. Now the 10Q is not always so easy to get, but if you have Fidelity or Charles Schwab or E-Trade, you can locate the 10Q. So the 10Qs are normally about 20 or 30 pages long. So you look at the 10Q, and in the 10Q there's a breakdown. And we're just going through Tesla. I'm just going over the facts. I'm not saying anything. So what happens is Tesla had sales of $425 million in EV credits. EV credits. Okay, that's when other manufacturer of cars don't want to pay a government penalty for not doing electric, but they are. They're all going electric. So what does that mean? That means that that's going to go away from Tesla. So Tesla cannot keep counting EV credits that they get out of thin air and sell to free for other manufacturers. Then, if you read the 10Q, it's going to say that Tesla made money in Bitcoin. That's not always going to happen. It happened this quarter to inflate the earnings, but the truth of the matter is Tesla had $10.5 billion in sales, and from cars, they did not make money. Now, I'm just giving you an example of things to look for. So you're going to look through the calendar. You're gonna see. You're going to read just the headlines. Now, when the headlines looks awesome, only when it looks awesome, you are going to go into the 10Q and look to see that, if sales went up, see anything in the whole, it's like 25 to 30 pages. Yes, you're going to do that. You want to be successful? This is what you're going to do. You're going to look through the 10Q. If the 10Q looks good, you're going to create a list called Earnings Watch. So when a company, a ticker, and I've been telling some of them lead traders, has 2 straight quarters, because any company can have one. Any company can have one. Once it has 2 straight quarters of amazing reports, solid 10Qs, good financials, it enters my earnings watch. Once it enters my earnings watch after 2 straight quarters, I take a look at the chart and see where it was at, last earnings report, and I make a decision what I feel is fair value. So once again, the way you put these stocks, I find these stocks like Flowers or Nautilus, had to have 2 great earnings report, which Nautilus did. 2 straight earnings report, and the 10Qs look solid. Once they look solid, you look at the 10Qs, you add it to earnings watch, and if the company is executed and the stock is down, bam, we're going to exploit it. So that's this video. I'm coming out with another video.